Yippee-ki-yay, melon farmer.
Hey, welcome back, knife nerds and everyday care people. It's your boy, the Big Canucker, and we're having a look at something today that was a throw-in on a knife deal I did. Now, I do lots of knife deals, so try to, keep this, new and fresh. I mean, I don't have an unlimited budget, no matter how much I wish I did. And this knife was kind of a throw-in on a deal, and it turns out I absolutely love this thing. It happens to be the Kizer mini Begleiter with titanium frag handles and M390 blade. Really like this knife. I was really surprised. You know what? The guy said, "Hey, I've got this. I can throw it in to top it up." It's a mini Begleiter. It's got titanium on it. It's M390 blade. It's on bearings, and I thought, that's all nice stuff. Let's throw it in. If the worst comes to worst, I can, I can sell it, or I can throw it to, to somebody, as a, if one of my family members as a present or something like that. And I got it, and I really like this. This has become, one of my favorite little knives. I keep it on my desk, and I open up all my packages here with it. It's an excellent little knife. Now let's go over some of the specs about this. The overall length is 6.64 inches. And just to give you an idea, we'll throw a couple of knives out there just to show you the size. Now this one here, hang on. See if you can recognize this sound. All right, you can see, of course, we've got a Microtech stitch. Those eagle-eyed viewers will know exactly what that is. We've got a Ikuchi here, which I just misfired here. So you can see the Ikuchi, the Spyderco Ikuchi is kind of, along the same sides. It's a little bit of a small one. And then, of course, we've got something like this, which I really like this knife. I love this knife. This one here happens to be the One-Eyed Jack. And this, I'm not going to get off on a tangent, but this is just a knife that Spyderco built to be able to show that it could build really nice knives. And I love carrying this. This is a Safe Queen, even though it's not $1 million. To me, it's so beautiful. I only carry this when I play poker. And then, of course, we've got something like this, which happens to be the good old Spyderco McBee. And as you can see, that the Kizer Begleiter, mini Begleiter, just absolutely dwarfs this. This is my little fifth pocket carry. I really like this. I've been tempted a few times to sell this, but every time I take it out of my case, I think, I'm going to keep that. And you know what? I think I'm going to keep this for a long time too. Now, the blade length is 2.91 inches, so under 3. It's got a great little sharpening choil in there. Whoever this Enzo Mai guy is, he's an excellent knife designer, because this is a really comfortable knife. Let's just go here. Handle length is 3.73 inches, enough that you can get kind of a, not quite a full 4-finger grip on it, but you can get, you can get a really nice 3-finger grip on it. I don't feel like this is, not in my control when I grab a hold of it, like it's too small. Like you've got some knives that are like super small like this, that you got 2 on there. 2 is perfect, but you can't get 3. There's just those in-between sizes that don't feel comfortable, and this one happens to feel comfortable. It's got a really nicely designed deep carry pocket clip on it. Overall weight is 2.79 ounces, so it disappears in your pocket totally. And the thing about this is the action on this is so beautiful. Here, let's go quickly here. The blade width is 0.11 inches, which it looks like a little over 2 millimeters. You know what? I like the fact that a lot of these knives kind of, as they get towards the tip, they get a little thicker just to add that little bit of strength. This is a really nice deep hollow grind, and it cuts packages beautifully. This came lightsaber sharp, sticky sharp like I like them, and it opens up my packages. I really like this knife. And you know what? It's not super expensive. Right now, if you go to the Kizer website, it's they're $83 US, which is I think about 115 bucks Canadian. But you're going to have to import that. There might be a little bit of extra on there too as well. But you can get these, I guess, at Blades Canada. It's a $209 knife, which, so you're getting premium materials. You're getting, fragged titanium. You're getting M390, but it's just, I think that's a little rich for that at $209. You could probably see those. You could see these at House of Knives too here in Canada. They're not the same quality of materials. Like it's micarta and it's a different shaped blade, and you're sub $80. And if it's got the same action, it's worth it, because the action on here is so super snappy. I just love it. It just flies open. It's got some bearings. Now, I thought that this is such a freely kind of floating blade that I thought, oh, I would get lots of side to side. Zero side to side on this. You know, now whether it comes brand spanking new out of the box that smooth is yet to be seen, because this is a pre-owned one and it's nicely broken in. So if it comes like this, brand spanking new, it's a genius design. I think it's so nice. And it's just one of those knives, and it's just part of the human condition, I think. When you've got something in your hand that it fits like a glove, and it's like a gong goes off when you feel it, you just automatically like it. Now, I could get 15 or 20 knives that are all going to be this sub 3 inches, and I'm not going to carry them at all, because I don't like the way they feel. It's just something that sticks in my head, that sub 3.5 inch blades or sub 3 inch blades, I very rarely carry. I like to have a little bit bigger. But this one here just defies that logic. It's just something in the design, something in the action, something the way it fits my hand. And I'm sure that you guys all have knives like that too as well. It's just one of those things that, hey, you know what? I put my hand on my wife's bum and I know that's where my hand is supposed to be, whether she likes it or not. And having my hand on this knife is where it's supposed to be, no matter if it likes it or not. All right, so I just want to, you know what, show you guys off that. That's awesome. I'm going to show you some of this real quick too as well. I got this in by a fella on one of my groups. His name is Elton. And he makes, you know, this is a brass pirate booty coin. I love this. This was like 16 bucks. He threw in this little brass bead that I'm going to use for, hang on for a second. I'm going to use it on this stitch. I just love this. And you know what? He got me a few things like this too as well. I got from, they're very inexpensive. They come just regular mail. This one happens to be a Deadpool skull. Now, don't blame this on him. That was my fault. I put it on a knife, and the blade was too much, and it cut. So I took it off, and I just think it's cool. I love these little 3D printed things. He can do anything too as well. So he's going to set me up, I would imagine, down the road. I'm going to ask him to set me up with a Mandalorian skull so I can hang it on a couple of knives there, get a few of those. And they're just very inexpensive. I think this one was 12 or 14 bucks Canadian. And it mailed out, fantastic. If you guys are interested in something like that, send me an email or drop me a line. I don't want to, you know what, to give his information out without asking him first, but I can certainly be an intermediary and hook you up with some stuff. I'm pretty sure he does custom stuff. So if you want yourself, you know, just a nice little 3D printed knife bead on something, and you want to get a few of them, it's not going to cost you an arm or leg. Just, you know, just leave me a message or send me an email at my Big Canucker at gmail.com, and I'll be more than happy to look after you. All right. I'm glad you guys stopped by. I'm glad you guys had a look at this. I sure hope you enjoyed it, because I'm enjoying this knife a lot. Don't forget to hit the old subscribe, as well as share and as like this video. Helps me, spreads my voice, gets the old algorithmic happening with me on the YouTubers. And that way, you know what, I can be more consequential on the line. Yeah, I'm an old fart. All right, please stay safe out there. Keep your stick on the ice, the shiny side up. This is the Big Canucker saying adios.